It's in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
You're listening.
Where is it?
Good morning.
There we go.
I'm just making sure that all my levels are corrected. All my levels. Check, baby. Check, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bubble, baby. Bubble bumpers. Bubble, baby. Bubble bumpers.
Big up babies with big bumpers. No, big
wow.
up. No.
No.
Big up with bubbies and bumpers.
Yes. Big bubbies and bumpers.
Yeah,
Babies and big bumpers.
Big up.
Big it up.
Big it up. Big it up.
Big it up. It is people.
Big
It
up
is
on
Friday.
Fridays.
Fresh AM crew. Who's the DJ? Is this an AI DJ? And it began. No, this is Tristan.
What?
He's been up here. You sounded good. No, I was dancing in
AI DJ.
like this.
We don't
That's
want
how I was
AI
dancing.
DJ.
Like this.
I'm hearing AI DJs are the new things.
What does that mean?
So they have some AI DJs, like not real DJs, it's AI DJs.
Really? But how do they know? How can they
They're
see
saying
the
AI DJs are gonna be the new things in the club, on the radio, everything. I don't think so because people like, how could AI know? I mean, I don't know. It's weird.
What?
I don't know. Like AI DJs, like you gotta feel music. Music is a feeling. AI doesn't feel. So how are the people like? I feel how the DJ's vibe is because I feel the DJ. I can't feel the AI. No,
The AI, you think AI don't got feelings?
I don't think so.
What is your question? How the hell the AI gonna have feelings?
I just wanted to say something. I just wanted to be a part of the conversation.
You wanted to join in.
Words.
Say things. But in speaking of words, let's kick it off the morning. How you doing, honey?
You know me. Literally rolling like 4 flats on a Cadillac in the breakdown lane. Literally. But I'm back to being a pedestrian again. And that was short-lived. But you know what? Life goes on, and I roll with the punches because I'm a G, so it's cool. I'm doing good. I'm actually in a good mood right now. I lost my bracelets the other night when I was drunk, and I have no idea where they are.
That's not them.
No, my Spark FM
Those are
bracelet.
some bracelets. That's chancletas.
Those are not bracelets. Those are.
I mean, those are earrings. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the one what you call them bracelet. That's what do you call it? A wristband.
A wristband. Yes, a wristband.
My Spark FM wristbands. I can't find them at all. But anyhow, I'm in a great mood. It's Friday. You know what? F it. F word Friday. F everything. I don't care. I'm good.
We gonna get it right. It's Fix Up Friday.
Yeah, Fix Up Friday.
We gonna
Fix it up. Fix it up. We're gonna have a great day. You know that when you come here to the Spark FM, that you have a very, 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 very fun time.
Yeah.
So y'all got to start having a very fun time. Even if you have a bad morning, we're gonna give you a fun time.
My morning hasn't been bad. It's just, hey, whatever.
Good
Life
morning,
happens.
Nicole Boy. Good morning, Wanda.
Yeah.
Good morning, Eben.
Life be lifing.
Yeah, it do. It do.
That's when people be all like, I'm sorry I didn't do this. You could have just told me that life is lifing and I would have completely understood. You know, like you don't got to be weird. Just tell me that life is doing what it's doing. We are all going through some type of bull crap.
We are. And like later is greater. And I understand that. Sometimes, like I've gone through many situations where things are bad and then they turn out really, really good. So I'm gonna continue to wait for that. I've got faith and it always comes through. So
I've got faith.
things happen.
I've got faith in different area.
Amen.
Area.
That is not-
Area.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh, yesterday I told you guys yesterday they decided there was going to be a rap singer,
No, you didn't.
a
say
rapper.
That.
Yeah, and we said
And
no.
today I think I'm going to do more so hood gospel like Krishan Rock.
Hood gospel. I don't think she does any kind of gospel.
She
at
said
all.
this morning that she's going to be doing some hood gospel.
At all.
Damn.
I don't think she's gonna be doing
What
that.
does a hood gospel sound like?
I don't think it
I
does.
shoot him in the face, then pray to Jesus.
Wow.
No, like try Jesus, don't try me.
I like that.
Like that.
Jesus got hands and so do I.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't think God would like that. I don't think Jesus like that.
You don't know what he likes,
Pray to
Tristan.
Jesus, don't play with me.
Hello.
Hello.
Pray to Jesus.
How was y'all evenings last night?
Good. You know what? Last night was a good evening. It was, I stayed home most of the day. And then I left because there was parent-teacher night. I went to the school. I was so happy. My baby is doing a good job in school.
Good job.
All of his
CJ.
teachers had something nice to say. I think they're all understanding that the environment that he was in last year was not a good environment for him to be in.
Was not conducive to
Yes,
his learning
exactly.
setup.
That is it.
Yes.
That is it. There was a lot of BS happening, bullying, very active kids that needed to not be there. And, like he's influenced easily. So, I'm really glad he's in the 6th grade environment now. So they have different classes. So they go to different classes throughout the day. Nap time has been taken away. Snack time has been taken away because they're growing into little adults now. So, I think that the movement is helping him to be a little bit more focused.
I wish that I continued to have nap time because that would probably resolve a lot of the emotional issues that
When you go home, you should have a nap.
She do. She got a nap every goddamn day.
I haven't napped in weeks.
What?
I know. I haven't napped in weeks, and that's probably
What
why
have
I'm so
you been
damn
doing?
irritated. I don't know what I've been doing. Been doing everything else except for taking my nap. And I need to put my nap back into
I
my
want
life.
you guys to know that my sister lives by her naps,
Yeah,
okay?
I
She do not have her nap.
Yeah.
And I think that it's messed up that you ain't been having your nap, and
I
that's
think
not
it's
right.
messed up too. Like I'm feeling emotional about that, and I'm going to start taking my naps next week because today I can't, obviously.
Why not?
I've got like 12 o'clock. I got something. 1 o'clock. I got something. 2 o'clock. I got something. I'm a busy girl.
I'm a busy girl.
Yeah, I've got lots of things going on, and
My nap time is 12 to 2.
I definitely are you guys feeling the effects of like seasonal emotional
Not
Depression?
yet because it's been hot outside.
Yeah, today's gonna be 75.
Yesterday was nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was raining a little bit because after that after the parent teacher, we went to Whole Foods to get a little vegetable, to heat up some meat from Sunday.
and
eat
eating meat and didn't bring me.
And then it was just like raining. It was just like a random rainy night. It wasn't bad.
It was like Florida rain yesterday.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Because even when I left the station,
Yeah, go ahead.
when I left the station yesterday, maybe like around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, it was like rain on the ground, but I didn't see it rain anywhere. But it's still hot outside.
I think that my seasonal depression stems from like, I'm gonna have to be in the house now, and what am I gonna be doing? Because like, what am I gonna be doing in the house? But TV's on. Do you see Lone Star is back?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of good TV.
No, but see, that's where we differ because shit, give me a reason not to leave the house. You ain't got to ask me a damn thing. I'm gonna be in the side, okay? Oh, I can't go. I ain't in the car. Oh, no, sorry, I ain't in the car. Oh, no. Car's broken. Oh, can I come get you? No. I'm so sad about it. No.
I love the house if there's someone to do in the house, but there ain't nothing there.
As long as there's TV in the refrigerator, boy, you don't got to tell me. You don't got to come here.
Yeah, I concur.
Keep me in my house.
I concur.
Maybe I'm anticipating what my winter is going to be like. It seems
So you like people?
lonely and
So you
And
like people?
cold.
What do you
Yeah,
like?
do you like people?
You like people?
I like person. Yeah, I like person.
So if you could find a nice person, you'd be fine
I'd
without
be
a
fine.
car. Oh,
I'd be fine. I'm gonna just ride that.
you need to get a cat.
Yeah, you need to get it.
Yeah, the animal, or some type of domesticated, figurine. Yes.
I'm not even one of them robots.
Whatever you want to borrow, Sparkle. He's always a good borrowing. Jeez.
That's not the kind of dog style I'm looking for.
Oh, wow.
No.
Anyways,
Hallelujah.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. What about you? How was your evening, Miss Turney?
This is Lone Star's final season?
No.
Oh, no.
What's Lone Star?
911 Lone Star.
Firefighter.
Oh.
Yeah. My evening was good. I didn't do anything. I was just, exactly. See, Larry feels me. Me and Larry be in sync lately. Me and Larry been on the same page. My evening was fine. I was just at home. I did nothing. Noah was with his dad. I was by myself. I watched lots of TV. I watched Reasonable Doubt. I watched The View with President Biden on there.
Oh, yes.
I
want to see that one.
I watched Lone Star, and I watched some other show that. So it was a very TV watching evening. Nice evening. I liked it. Nice.
What about you, Rockstone Triz, man?
Yesterday I had to DJ at the Blackmore bar.
Oh, to hell with you, because
In
you were supposed to
Charlestown.
remind me, because the kind of food that you was displaying there, boy, I was
I
mad.
know, and if I had a car, I would have went.
But to make you feel better, the food looked nice.
Oh,
I could have used a little bit of salt.
one of them situations.
Could have used a little bit of salt,
a little
bit of pepper,
adobo.
You know, I think that's a thing. We're gonna have to start carrying like a little adobo in your bag. You know what you have to get? That Bahia Sazón Completo. Throw that on anything.
Sazón completo.
Yep. Throw that on anything.
Where I
and
get
it is
that
all right.
from?
You get it everywhere. I keep it in stock
that's
at
the
my
one
house.
with the green.
Yeah, with the green top. I got a big one and a little one at home because that stuff hits.
Yeah, so yesterday I was out at WellSense. I DJ'd for the WellSense company. They're the company that took over BMC Health Plan. And I DJ'd for their retirement party. So that was really cool.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, and that was it. Came home.
Did the people dance?
Why do I know
Hell
about
yeah, they was dancing,
WellSense?
of
What's
course.
WellSense?
WellSense is HealthNet. They took over the health plan for BMC.
Oh, yes. Okay, corporate DJ.
Nicole said, "Be careful because that Sazón Completo has MSG, but I think that's what make it good, girl. MSG take night."
Oh, here goes Schneider with the pickles. Pickles is so the funny thing is that I love Incortido, and I
my
love
gosh,
all
it's
of
so
those
good.
things. But isn't pickles like in that family?
It is. It's a
But I
cabbage.
can't. Yeah, I can't get with the pickles.
But it's not the same though. It doesn't have seasoning in it.
Oh, it's more
And
so
pickles can be very, very hot and like
Yeah.
shockingly hot. I don't. What kind of peppers do they use in pickles? What is that? This is a Haitian pepper. Speaking of that, did you
The
see
MSG gives you headaches. That's what you can't eat no Chinese food, Nicole.
I know, because
That's
you know,
sad.
I've been on the cucumber kick with Logan, who's the influencer on the cucumber influencer on TikTok and stuff. And Logan adds MSG to every single one of his cucumber salads. Obviously, that's his tagline. And I don't know, I like.
What is MSG for?
Yeah,
Monosodium glutamate.
what it mean?
That's what
What's
it
that, soy sauce?
Nah, it's what is it? Google it. Let's Google it. What is that? What is MSG?
I don't think you're supposed to eat that.
You're supposed to eat it.
They stopped it in a lot of foods and stuff, particularly in Asian cuisines.
Monosodium, it's a flavor enhancer often added to restaurant foods, canned vegetables, soups, deli meats, and other foods. It's monosodium glutamate. Is it harmful? Why you should avoid it? Is a flavor. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has classified MSG as a food ingredient that's generally recognized as safe.
Okay, I'm about to eat.
So you know, remember everybody used to use the Lowry seasoning salt. Used to be the little crystal looking ones in the white and red little jar. So that was like just plain MSG, I think. But what does MSG to your body? Besides its flavor enhancing effects, MSG has been associated with various forms of toxicity. MSG has been linked with obesity, metabolic disorders, Chinese restaurant syndrome,
Yeah, see, told
neurotoxic
ya.
effects, and detrimental effects on the reproductive organs. And that's probably why I love it, because it's toxic, just like me.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's
no
your
MSG.
problem?
No MSG for me.
Stay away from the MSG. Anyways, people, that was our evening. You guys could go ahead and tell us about yours in the comment section or call us up if you did something spectacular or amazing. If not, we're going to get right into this show because Saucy and Friends officially starts right now on Spark FM Online.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
The all-new Spark FM.
Spark FM. Spark FM.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
I don't know what they heard about me, but I bet get a dollar out of me. No Cadillac, no words you can't see. That I'm a PIMP. Hey, that's what I am. I'm a pimp in this place.
Yeah.
And I want y'all to come over here and be a pimp with me. Hooray, hooray, hooray.
Come be a pimp with me.
Come
That
be
is
a
so
pimp
nice.
with me. See?
I don't think most pimps feel that way, right? Most pimps don't want.
Yeah,
other
because
pimps
they
with them.
want to capitalize on all the boom boom.
Yeah,
But
they-
not
that's-
me. There's a lot of hello. Sorry. I'm looking at the maintenance. I'm not the paint the carpenter man.
Don't fetishize that man sweeping with that broom with his muscles popping out of his shirt
With
and
all of his
tattoos
and his gloves and his
and that
hat.
V-neck shirt, hat backwards, concentrating all hard. Look how he pushed that broom. Oh,
He pushed
he
my
caught
broom. And had it been a woman, now they would have been calling me Diddy.
Did you see that video? Did you see that video that I sent you with the women catcalling the men?
Yes, I did. That
I
was great.
loved that.
I like that.
Hey, what's up under that shirt? I bet you got a good heart.
I'm gonna tell him that today. I'll be right back.
You look like you could put together all my IKEA furniture.
I can as well.
Yes, yes, you can.
Want to hang your curtains?
Oh, yes, I do. You know them damn curtains still ain't been hung, right? God damn it. I'm going to hang up my damn curtains.
Today is what day?
Today is the 27th of September.
It's Uncle Curbing's birthday.
It is
Shout
Uncle
out to
Curbing's
him.
birthday. Happy birthday.
Ladies are
Uncle.
not horrible. We are simply just enjoying the sights that the Lord has bestowed upon us on this Friday
Evans, don't think
evening.
that people don't be talking about you either when you be out there
With your hoodie
working. Your hoodie with no shirt underneath it. And things like that.
It's
I
sexy.
see you, Evans.
Today is Friday, September 27th. Friday, September 27th, aka F word Friday. All day, you must release at least 3 F words today. I don't care what they are. You can cuss somebody out. You can love somebody. You can do something fantastic for somebody. I don't care, but your charge is to use an F word
Yes.
today.
I will.
Cloudy early with peaks of sunshine expected late. It's going to be a high of 78 degrees today. Winds light and variable, which doesn't make sense. And that's why half America is literally sick right now, either with COVID or some type of head or chest cold. I included.
Kind of respiratory something.
It is. I've been wheezing literally for the last 2 weeks, and I've been using inhaler every day. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Today was a mere measly 67. It's crazy.
Yesterday was what?
It was like 67 degrees.
Yesterday was hot.
It was not hot.
It was humid.
It was raining.
It was warm.
It was nice, but it was not hot.
Huh.
What was you doing?
I was all warm.
He's inside.
You was doing what?
Just at this point, he's just making audible noises. Let's get into the show. It is 9/24. My birthday was also 9/24, and
wow.
I tend to see it.
Look at you
Often.
with your word salad.
Thank you very much. Scammers con Massachusetts senior citizens out of $120,000.
What? Wow.
I just want to know how come I can't never find a nice senior that got $120,000 laying around that don't got nothing to do with it, that want to just give it to me. That's why, again, you guys got to go see The Beekeeper. Go and see The Beekeeper. Very nice. 2 New York men are...
Sounded like Donald Trump.
Very nice. The best one that there's ever been. 2 New York men are accused of scamming a Massachusetts senior out of $120,000 through a fake computer notification and bogus bank corruption. The scam began when the victim got an email that appeared to be from Microsoft saying her computer was locked and she had to call a phone number. It's very official looking, said Teresa Rogg. When the victim called the phone number, a woman informed the victim that she was from the FDIC and there was suspicious activity on her bank account related to an online poker website. The woman was then then able to convince the victim to withdraw large sums of money on multiple occasions, which were then handed off to people claiming to be FBI agents. The scammer told me to withdraw the money, take it home, take a picture of it, wrap it in aluminum foil, and put it in a box.
At this notice that I was being scammed.
Meet Teresa Rogg. Police say this summer she received an email on her computer from a woman who claims to be representing the FDIC and the Social Security Administration.
It's very official looking.
So official, the woman on the other end of the line convinced Teresa in order to keep her money away from scams, she needed to go to her local credit union and
Withdraw the money, take it home, take a picture of it, wrap it in aluminum foil, put it in a box.
Now, did that not?
It didn't sound right, but she assured me that everything was good and this is the way to safeguard it, that an officer would be there to pick it up.
Where do you think it was going? To another account to be safely deposited?
To the FBI, is what she told me. These were FBI agents.
Quincy police say these two men are not FBI agents, but instead couriers sent across New England by ring organizers to pick up the money from unsuspecting victims like Teresa.
Two suspects were from New York City, from Brooklyn, New York. So we believe that they
Don't
came
trust
all the way
nobody
up
from
here
Brooklyn.
to collect the money. So we believe that they're working in the whole New England area and New York.
After handing over $120,000 in cash to strangers, Teresa told a good friend, and that's when police were called. Teresa has this message for those who are contacted by people you don't know.
Don't listen to them when they say don't talk to somebody. Always talk to somebody and make sure you're doing the right thing.
Those two suspects you saw in our story have been arrested and arraigned, partly in the help by Teresa, who was working with Quincy Police Department as part of a sting operation to arrest those two. As for the $120,000, she is told she is not likely to get that back since her credit union is not insured by the FDIC.
Blood, please.
We're live in Quincy. I'm Ted Wayman, WCVB News Center 5.
Awful. That is horrible.
Credit
horrible,
union not insured by
horrible.
the FDIC?
Why isn't it? Let me go see if my credit union is insured by the FDIC for my
Yeah, I bet it
$1,000 I might have in there.
That's crazy. Yeah, y'all, y'all. If y'all haven't seen The Beekeeper, you should see it. But
That's wild. I'm not doing all of that.
$120,000.
And then take it out the bank, wrap it in foil, take a picture. Like, this is when I've been like, oh no, y'all think I'm stupid, because I'm not blaming her, but I'd be concerned a little bit of time when the elderly do not consult with someone that might know a little bit more or two. Like, what do you guys think about this? You know, like, what do you, little
I would have called
Jimmy,
the
come
police.
in.
She should have called the police and asked the police, like, call somebody.
Yeah, to take it out and bring it home, take a picture of it, wrap it in foil, put it in a box, and then somebody's gonna come here and get it for you. I can't really blame them for an easy scam when things like that are unheard of. Ma'am, you've never in your life had somebody come and tell you to wrap your money in a foil.
And she doesn't have any children or anybody who could advise
She
her that
must
maybe
be,
that.
even if it's no children, ask the friggin' mailman.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Mr. Mailman, have you encountered this before?
Right.
Does this sound right to you, Mr. Mailman? And the mailman could have been like, yeah, this is great. This is what they do all the time. Well, girl, no, don't do that. No. I just, like, some of these scams be a little bit too,
The newsman was like, but that didn't,
yeah, like, that didn't seem crazy.
Right.
That's literally, okay, I get an official looking letter. Okay, good. Damn, they after me. When you ask me to start physically getting out of my house to bring you cash money,
yeah.
is where you got me effed up. Or if you ask me to give you the password of the text message that clearly said, do not give this password to anybody, like, that's when I gotta question it. Because why you don't already got the password if you calling from there?
Child.
Can't you see it in the back end? Oh, all right. Whatever. Well, prayers out to her, and I hope that everything works itself out. And
She's
somehow.
not getting that money back, though.
She's
It's
not,
crazy.
because that's cash money. There's no way.
And it's not insured by the FDIC. Her credit union.
Oh, that's why.
damn.
Yeah.
Yep.
So do you see, is your credit union insured by
Your
that?
Federal Division of Interdisciplinary Cash.
Let me see. We got some Snyder says here.
There's going to be some brain computer or something in the future where us old people will have no idea how to use. That's what email is to our grandparents. And that's something I get too. She's obviously watching her use the computer. I can tell that she was just clicking. And if you watch The Beekeeper, it's the same thing. Hold on, let me put on my. Oh, you want me to go here? All right, hold on. All right. Click transfer
I gotta watch The
$1
Beekeeper
million.
with sound to see what happened.
Anna said, poor lady, shake my head. My mom knows not to give any info out, and she doesn't pick up the phone number she doesn't know. She's not tech savvy, so they can't get her by the email, internet. I tell my elderly family members all the same time. Me too. I just want them, even if you don't, any grandparent out there or elderly person, they should be in contact at least with someone that can make some sense for them. Whether it be a nursing aide or whatever it is. But, that's crazy. Sherilyn says, my mother got scammed couple times. That's how I knew something was wrong. Had her evaluated. That's when I found out that she was sick. The lady needs to be evaluated. Yeah, if nothing in that sequence of events makes sense to you that this might not be right or how things go, then I feel like you might not be able to be by yourself. I'm afraid. Let me see. Jamaican, Nigerian scammer style. I mean, these was 2 Asian brothers.
2 Asians from Brooklyn.
Yeah, from Brooklyn. Wicked. They should beat their ass.
They should be there. What he doing?
Woman accused of running a high-end brothel network to plead guilty. Okay. I don't know what you heard about me. A Massachusetts woman is accused of operating a high-end brothel network with wealthy and prominent clients in the state and Washington, D.C. Suburbs is planning to change her plea to guilty in federal court Friday's plea deal. Han Lee and 2 other were in the Asian community is outside, boy. They doing all kind of crazy things.
And they lick back.
Yes. Were indicted earlier this year on 1 count of conspiracy to persuade, entice, and coerce 1 or more individuals to travel in interstate or foreign commerce to engage in sex, prostitution, and 1 count of money laundering, according to prosecutors. James Lee of Torrance, California, and Jimmy pretty much. And Jimmy Young Lee of Dedham, Massachusetts, were also indicted. Han Lee initially had entered a not guilty plea. She was remained in custody. A lawyer for Han Lee, Scott Luer, said that she will remain in custody after the hearing, but declined to comment further. A lawyer for James Lee declined to comment. A lawyer representing Jimmy Young Lee said that his next court appearance has been rescheduled. Authorities said the commercial sex ring in Massachusetts and Northern Virginia catered to politicians, company executives, military officers, lawyers, professors, and all well-known connected clients. Is this the same story of
Yep.
is that
This
the
is
same
people, yeah.
Oh, okay. Prosecutors have not publicly named any of the buyers, and they are still, I think, going back and forth in court trying to figure out if they are or if they're not. The brothel operation used websites that falsely claimed to advertise nude models for professional photography, prosecutors allege. The operators rented high-end apartments to use as brothels in Watertown and Cambridge, Massachusetts, and Tyson's in Fairfax, Virginia, prosecutors said, and they had many bottles of baby oil as well. Hanley
They said he only had that because he likes to buy in bulk
from Costco.
and Costco issued a statement saying we do not sell baby oil in bulk. So
Hanley recruited women and maintained the websites and brothels, according to authorities who said she paid Jimmy Young Lee, who was one of her employees, between $6,000 and $8,000 in cash per month. $6,000 and $8,000 in cash per month in exchange for his work booking appointments for the buyers and bringing women to the brothel.
he was just booking the appointment.
He was just booking the appointments and getting $8,000 a month.
Yeah.
That's nice. The operators ranked in hundreds of thousands of dollars through the network, were paid from approximately $350 upwards of $600 per hour, depending on the service, according to the prosecutors. I wonder what services they offered.
Let's see. Is there a menu?
Han Lee concealed more than $1 million in proceeds from the ring by converting the cash into money orders, among other things, to make it look legitimate. According to court documents, the defendants established house rules for the woman during the stays in a given city to protect and maintain the secrecy of the business and ensure the woman did not draw attention to the prostitution work inside apartment buildings. Again, I just feel like prostitution at this point should just be on, like, how come we don't never get no valid question about prostitution?
Right.
Should prostitution be legal and taxed or something like that? Put that on the November ballot.
How would you tax prostitution?
They would have to get a point of sale system and record all of their transactions. And then they would have to give a little bit over to Uncle Sam. But isn't that prostitution too? I'm having sex and giving Uncle Sam money. Mm-hmm. He didn't do nothing.
Right.
Why am I giving him money?
Uncle Sam prostitute us every day.
Exactly. So prostitution been legal, so let's just make it legal. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't tell me what I get to do with my vagina and how much money I can make off of it.
That's the thing. That's what Kamala Harris is fighting for.
Exactly.
For women to have autonomy over their own bodies.
And tax the booms.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Thank you, Larry, for your commentary. I hate Larry. New Hampshire mother pleads guilty to killing 5-year-old sons, and these are not the kind of things that we're going to read on a Friday. I know, read it.
Yeah, skip it.
Yeah, we're gonna skip it because I don't want to sit here and talk about people that are killing their kids when I'm trying not to, kill mine. It's because it's crazy. It's fine for you to have strong feelings. It's very not fine for you to act on those feelings. Yes. So when I hear things like that, I just don't understand. It's friggin' 5 years old. Spare the rod, spoil the child. But don't kill him. Framingham police seek suspect in violent robbery caught on camera. Oh my God. Did y'all see this?
No.
Go to this video, Tristan. Todd Kashikian is going to talk to us. Framingham police are asking for the public's help in identifying a suspect involved in a violent robbery that took place on Waverly Street on Thursday morning. Surveillance footage around 9:30 a.m. shows a woman walking to her car when a masked man suddenly exits an SUV and attacks her. The suspect forcefully threw the woman to the ground before grabbing her backpack and fleeing the scene. The surveillance video showed that the man appeared to be holding something in his hand during the assault. Video shows the suspect fleeing in a Honda Pilot, which was missing a front license plate. Authorities are urging anyone who may recognize the vehicle or the suspect to contact Framingham police. Go, Todd, tell us.
Is in crime happening right in daylight for everybody to see.
Doug, Antoinette, good morning. It happened around 9:30 in the morning yesterday, and it was a mask-wearing suspect chasing the victim. A surveillance camera captured video and audio of the violent incident.
What is happening?
You can hear the victim shouting as the suspect pulls her backpack and drags her along the sidewalk of Waverly Street before eventually grabbing the backpack and jumping into the getaway car. Police say the suspect may have been armed. The victim was not physically injured. This morning, no arrests have been made. The Honda Pilot getaway vehicle does not have a front license plate. Framingham police are asking the public for information. If you recognize the SUV or the man, call police. Framingham police are asking the public for whatever information they have in this case. Reporting live this morning in Framingham, Todd Kiskevich, WCVB News Center.
What she had in that backpack?
Because why did you randomly stop that woman and attack her like that?
Yeah. What she had in that backpack? She had something in that backpack.
She must have been just getting her susu.
Maybe.
Because when you hold your susu, you hold your bag a little close, a little tighter.
Exactly.
Be trying to find all kind of ways, stuffing it in your shirt till you get home inside.
Maybe she had her phone in there with evidence.
But see, the phone, they dropped the phone by accident when they pulled her bag out.
They said she had just withdrawn money.
See, this is what this is why I only go to the bank teller in my vehicle with the window. Well, I gotta open the whole door, so that's easy for them to kill me.
But you ever go? Whenever I go to the credit union over there on Mass Ave, my head be like, you don't know What's
that?
What's
It's
that?
a leaf.
And I don't put the car in park. I keep it in
drive.
And drive with my foot on the brake because in case I gotta speed off when the crackheads come for me. So I understand, but still, I wouldn't be walking down the street after. Remember that time I told you I went to the credit union? A little old lady was in there. She was all loud, like, "Give me $7,000 in cash, large bills." And they walked out with her walker going down the street. I was like, "Old lady, I might rob you."
Nah, you should have called me. I didn't say that.
And they called me too because I would have drove him.
It's like, well, I might have to rob this old lady today.
Give me 7,000 big bills.
$7,000 in cash and large bills.
Ma'am, you need a ride? You called an Uber?
Oh boy, imagine that.
Someone sent an Uber for you. Take that money, take it home, wrap it up in foil, put it in a box, and then I'll be there to pick it up.
Oh my gosh, you guys are awful.
Terrible.
This is the bank taxi courtesy.
When we know that people are leaving with large amounts of cash, the bank notifies
Courtesy
us.
bank taxi.
Peabody considers generational tobacco ban. What the hell is a generational tobacco ban? If you was a tobacco smoker from a generation ago, you can't be grandfathered in. What was I reading about being grandfathered in the other day?
I don't know.
It was something important too, like people being grandfathered into. Oh man! Another Massachusetts community considers a generational ban on tobacco sales. Local leaders are encountering resistance. Peabody City Councilor Ann Manning Martin expressed concerns about whether her city should follow the lead of Brookline and other towns in the Boston area. The Peabody Board of Health is considering a measure that would ban the sale of tobacco products that anyone born after January 4th, 2004. The measure would gradually reduce the number of people eligible to buy tobacco in the city over years. What age number is that? At 2004, 30, what's that, 24? 20 years old.
Yes. Yes, 20.
Can I buy him the next year?
I thought you could buy cigarettes at 18.
At 20, no. They raised that to 21 a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I did not know that.
Wait.
Oh yeah, 21.
It's 21 for tobacco. Yeah. We're not outlawing it. It isn't a prohibition of tobacco, said Julia Fleet, a member of the Board of Health during Thursday night's meeting. Fleet said that the ban is intended to make a statement about the dangers of smoking. It's just a statement that Peabody and as the Board of Public Health that we recognize that smoking continues to be detrimental to health and to the leading cause of cancer. Opponents of the ban argue that it could harm local businesses. Why? Because most of the business is coming from children under 21.
Go to the store.
You know what? Yeah. Smoking looks cool to me, but it doesn't.
You gotta be 21 to buy NyQuil.
Yes, that's alcohol.
Are facing some pushback.
Well, I think people would go elsewhere to buy their cigarettes.
Peabody City Councilor Ann Manning Martin isn't sure Peabody should follow the lead of Brookline and other towns around Boston. The Board of Health here is considering banning the sale of tobacco to anyone born after January 1st, 2004, meaning that slowly, year by year, fewer and fewer people will be able to buy tobacco in the city.
Oh, at all.
This is a prohibition on tobacco.
In a meeting tonight, board member Dr. Julia Fleet said a ban would send a message.
It's just a statement that Peabody and the Board of Public Health that we recognize that smoking continues to be detrimental to health.
People will go over the border to the next town and they'll purchase it there. And when they do that, then they're not going to come to your store for gas, for milk, eggs, lottery products, anything else they might buy.
Groups opposed to the ban say small businesses will suffer, and some say the best approach may be investing in programs with proven track records.
I think we should focus more on effective things like education and smoking cessation programs than
what is a ban?
Just restricting people's rights.
What is a
So
ban?
basically, if you're born after 2024, you can't ever buy tobacco products. Like you're banning it. So like if your license says that, so that's what. But they're saying there's a slow rollout to stop. Like in a couple of years, there'll be nobody able to purchase cigarettes anymore at all. So they are stopping cigarette sales.
Yeah.
That's very interesting because just because I was born in 2024, I can't buy my cigarette?
Yeah, because you was just born.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's interesting.
Yeah.
What do you guys
They're
feel about
phasing
that?
out cigarettes. I think it's great.
I think that's not. I think that's illegal. Why you? I think that's illegal. I think you should allow people to choose what they want. If people want to smoke cigarettes, let them smoke their goddamn cigarettes.
See, but I feel like it might be a world health issue instead, where they're almost like just say COVID or something like that. Yeah, you cannot wear a mask, but I'm gonna do whatever I can to make sure that I can't figure out how to make this into a
Cigarette smoke is a epidemic or a pandemic.
Yeah.
And we all know that cigarette smoke directly relates to lots of other diseases, emphysema, cancer, heart disease, all of those things.
Yeah.
Mostly all of those things.
Cancer.
So it's really like if we could eradicate cigarette smoke, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if your vice is drinking liquor, and the state just says, "Hey, we can't sell liquor. We're not selling liquor no more." People gonna find a way to get their liquor.
So that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
They're saying that.
Prohibition.
Yeah, but eventually, like if you're 24 right now and you haven't started smoking already, the chances of you starting to smoke cigarettes, if you can't even buy them yourself, are very, very slim. I'm not going to Rhode Island to experiment with cigarettes. That's not what I'm going to do. Especially if I'm under 24. If I'm under 24 years old, I think cigarettes is more appealing to, the older generations. And that's why I guess they're trying a generational ban.
Yeah.
So moving forward after this, no generation after you will be able to purchase cigarettes. That's so interesting.
It's very interesting. I like it.
It's like chewing tobacco.
But chewing tobacco is still around.
Is it legal though?
I think so because it's like cigarettes.
Have you
It's a
ever wanted
byproduct.
I've always wanted to chew tobacco.
I've never wanted to do that. It looks so nasty. I remember when I was in high school, there were boys in Belmont who used to chew tobacco. They used to pack it.
Yeah.
in their teeth,
Especially
and
the
then be
baseball
spitting
players.
it in the cup.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to chew the tobacco and spit it in the cup.
It's so
What do they call
gross.
it? What is it called?
Spitting in the cup.
Chew.
Chew tobacco. Chewing tobacco.
Then they made the Big League Chew gum to kind of be like like the whatever like
It
that.
wouldn't trickle down to weed because
weed is now legal.
Weed is now
But
legal.
cigarettes are legal too. But they have banned cigarettes in a lot of places. Like Massachusetts has banned menthol cigarettes.
Yeah, exactly.
But people still go across the border.
I have one time witnessed a ride to Rhode Island for menthol cigarettes.
Me too. My good friend who is now passed used to go to Rhode Island and buy cartons and then come back and sell them here.
Absolutely.
Rhode Island,
And
you
even
go to
on the
New
border,
Hampshire.
you can't get them right there at the border. You got to go a little bit into the Rhode Island.
gotta go into the ghetto of
into
Rhode
the inside, because they already know. They
That's
already
a good
know that the
hustle, though.
ones that are at the front line, people are gonna stop there first. So they're like, which sucks too. Because you trying to tell me I can't get none of these good customers coming off the highway to get my cigarettes at my store? They got to go down deep. No. That's mean. Yeah, yucca. Snuff.
Selling cigarettes are a nice
Snuff,
hustle.
it is snuff.
It
Selling
is.
menthol cigarettes, nice.
Selling individual cigarettes is
That's
even.
great. That's a
is
great
even-
hustle. That's a great hustle.
Selling Lucy's.
Yes, but many people love us. Shout out to Eric Gardner.
Can't breathe.
Can't breathe.
Awful.
Massachusetts MBTA ferry crew honored for life-saving actions. Oh, what did they do? Who'd they save? And why did they have to save them? The two medical professionals and the crew of an MBTA ferry were honored Thursday for working together to save a life when a ferry passenger suffered a heart attack out in the Boston Harbor. The passenger, Karen Nisbet of Rochester, New York, collapsed aboard the ferry during the afternoon commute on August 22nd. The MBTA ferry crew, Captain John Foley and deckhands Neil Gira, Noah Benjamin, retrieved the onboard AED and contacted EMS. Dr. Paul and registered nurse Lori, who happened to be aboard the ferry, applied the AED. There are no words to express my gratitude to Dr. Paul and Lori, she said during today's MBTA board meeting. My children said it best. Thank you for saving her so we could keep her. Oh, very nice.
Video right here.
That's nice. I love a good hero. Look at
Fellow passengers who saved her life last month. 5 weeks ago today, Nesbitt was a passenger on board the ferry Champion when she suffered a heart attack. Dr. Paul Cangiano and Lori Trezza, a registered nurse, jumped into action with the AED, the defibrillator. The crew rushed into their trained hands. Meanwhile, Captain Jack Foley and his crew, including deckhands Neil Guerrera Bardalis and Noah Steck, maneuvered the ferry safely back to the dock where Boston EMS stood waiting.
This incident is a testament to the importance of preparedness and teamwork.
Nesbitt drove from Rochester, New York to be here today.
There are no words to express my gratitude to Dr. Paul and Lori, but my children said it best. Thank you for saving her so we can keep her.
The combination of training, teamwork, and having that life-saving device on board all factored into this happy end.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful story.
I love that.
If you guys need to get defibrillator certified, you should definitely do that. I think they recertify every 6 months.
A defibrillator. We got to get one of those in here too, huh?
I think we do. You're supposed to have it on the wall.
I think so. And a fire extinguisher. Do we have a fire extinguisher?
Yes.
Fire extinguisher, yeah.
We have one?
No.
We need one.
We should get one.
This is crazy. A tour guide was punched in the face repeatedly in broad daylight on the Boston Commons.
Yo, the Boston Commons is dangerous.
It's a war out there. A tour guide is sharing how the unnerving crime on Boston Common is impacting walking tours after being punched repeatedly without warning. It happened weeks ago near the start of the Freedom Trail, not by the Freedom Trail, in America's oldest public park. The unprovoked attack is the latest in series of recent physical and verbal assaults that were reported by tour guides. Boston 25 News has learned that several tour companies have changed their routes throughout the Common or avoiding it altogether. You'd think it would be a shining light for the city, but it turns out to be sort of a cesspit, said Jared, who does not want his last name published. Jared, a tour guide with the Historic Academy, said he was given a walking tour at 10:30 a.m. when he was punched in front of the crowd. He blindsided me, he recalled. He was behind me and punched me while I was speaking to the crowd. Jared filed a police report and hasn't received word of an arrest since then. He and other tour guides said the drug use, panhandling, and aggressive behavior is tainting what should be a safe place to visit. Someone was even stabbed in front of our tour group. Everyone was terrified and everyone scattered, said Jared. A stabbing that happened during a walking tour prompted the Historic Academy to cancel its night tour on Boston Common. The company now offers a night tour in the North End. However, Jared said that he learned firsthand that there's no avoiding the unsavory and dangerous activity of the Boston Common, no matter what time it is. We try to stick to the grass, show you the few relevant buildings, and get out as quickly as possible. We try to spend as little time in the Common as we can. For nearby business among Tremont Street and Downtown Crossing, there's no avoiding it. It's had a tremendous impact on business. Constantly, we have homeless people in here harassing customers for money while they're trying to buy a product out of our store. There's already a lot of homelessness around here with the increase of drug in the area. It's increased the violence. Statistics from Boston police show 136 violent crimes have been reported in the area through September 17th of this year. That's compared to 113 violent crimes reported through the same period in 2019, an increase of 23 incidents. 532 property crimes have been reported through September 17th of this year. It's compared to 487 property crimes reported through the same time of 2019. The Boston Police Department said it's increased proactive patrols in the district by 26% over 2023 levels.
That's all in Boston Common.
So basically, yeah,
Boston Common.
That's not a. They got the big old embrace memorial in there, and y'all is not being. Oh, well, they embrace in a different way. They embrace in your face.
Embrace in your face.
I ain't going to
Boston Common. And that sucks because when you have little children and stuff like that, where you supposed to take them downtown? Ain't you supposed to take them to Boston Commons, put a little blanket on them and
take them to the frog pond, take them to the duck boats?
Yeah, all of that.
You can't do that. The carousel.
The swan boats, nothing. You can't do nothing downtown.
Swan boats once, yeah.
Because y'all over here punching people in their face doing giving a tour.
Yeah, awful.
I bet you wouldn't punch me in my face if I was giving a tour because I would tase him. He would have been tased.
Pepper spray him.
Tased. And I would have been chased him down.
Yeah.
We would have been fought in the street.
What does it say? Stabbing could have been a Crispus Attucks Boston Massacre reenactment.
Hey,
shut up.
I see what they
Schneider.
did there.
And Larry says, drugs are cheap, rent isn't, and what you think they're going to do.
That is an excellent point.
Yeah.
Drugs, how much is it? How much you could get a drugs for? How much? What's the lowest amount of money you can get some drugs for?
How much do drugs cost?
Yeah, like what's the?
Should I Google it?
Yes.
How much do drugs cost?
Like street value of like how much can I get? And then how they
I'm sure
measure?
they got like $20 bags, some kind of drug.
Because on Tyreek and them, all the little spider packs that they have right now, it's a little piece of bag with some little powders in it.
And how much are those?
How much? Yeah, like what? How much do I get? $25, $45? What is it?
I don't know. I think people got like drug dealers would sell drugs for $20. Start at $20.
How do you buy drugs?
A dime bag?
What is the do you get a dime bag of crack? Do you get a dime bag of cocaine?
How
What
do
is
you
the
buy
list price
street
of a
drugs?
I don't think they sell dime bags. That's like weed.
Ooh, buying illegal drugs online or through an app. Let's see. Police, if y'all ever find, let me just put it on a record. If y'all ever go through my computer, I do research. I do research. I'm a journalist. There's a lot of things in here that might be questionable.
I don't even know how to look up how to buy drugs.
Keep yourself safe. The safest option is to not to buy illegal drugs or if you do purchase drugs online, try a small amount first, increase the amount slowly, and leave enough time for it to reach its maximum effects. Be aware that it may take a few hours or more for the full effect of some drugs to be felt. Do not use substance alone. Make sure that someone is around and knows how to help you if you have a bad reaction. And Wedinos is a service which provides anonymous testing of substances to give individual users and other rapid and accurate information on what the drug contains.
I found a list.
Tell me.
Crack.
Okay.
So
crack.
1 ounce of crack.
Okay.
With a purity of 80 to 90% is about $700 to $1,500.
That's an ounce, though.
That's an ounce. A vial of crack.
Okay, a vial, a small one that I can have.
Right. Which is still about 60 to 80% purity is $10 to $20.
Oh, wow.
If you wanted to buy powdered cocaine, a bag of powdered cocaine would be $10 to $100. A gram is $80 to $100. An eighth is $75 to $275. Half an ounce is about $180 to $600. An ounce is $500 to $1,500, and a kilo is $19,000 to $30,000. But 1/8 of a kilo is $3,000 to $4,500. I found there's a graph here. Yes.
So I could get crack so as low as $10.
$10 to $20 for a vial of or a rock.
How much high does that get me?
I don't know.
High AF, I guess. I don't know. And then a bag of powdered cocaine for a little baggie is $10 to $100, but you can get a gram for $80 to $100. But if you get a gram for $80 to $100, it's only about 50% purity. But if you get an ounce, which is $500 to $1,500, that's about 80% purity.
Wow. It's so complicated.
80% purity. What that mean now? I don't mean it's
not cut with rat poison.
It's only cut with a little bit of rat poison.
It's cut with a baby
fentanyl.
formula.
It's 20% fentanyl and 80% pure cocaine.
Oh.
Baby formula.
Baby formula? Okay. But so that's the better thing to buy. So you should buy the powdered cocaine and then buy some
liquid
baking powder.
And then you
cook it together.
You have to put a little water in it?
Yeah, you have to put a little water in it and cook it.
Oh.
And then you crack it.
You know,
that's why it's called crack.
Drugs sounds way too complicated for me to indulge in. This is disclaimer. The things that we discuss here with you adults, people, do not try them at home and do not go and look for the street value of crack. We will judge you.
Cocaine, both powdered and crack, was Massachusetts' chief drug throughout much of the 1990s.
That's our drug. That's what, we got a national flower, a national bird. That's our national drug. It's crack.
Yes, it still predominates in the less populous regions of the state. Law enforcement authorities in counties with fewer than 500,000 people, like the Berkshires, Franklin, Hampshire, Hamden, Plymouth, Barnstable, Dukes, and Nantucket, identify cocaine, particularly crack cocaine, as their greatest drug threat. Heroin, marijuana, and marijuana heroin Well, what's that?
It's a party.
Are second and third, respectively. In the state's larger counties, Suffolk, Essex, Middlesex, Worcester, Norfolk, and Bristol, heroin has emerged as a threat greater than cocaine due to, in part, to its high purity and low price.
Heroin
is the one right now.
Oh, wow.
It's the major drug. It's compared 23% for heroin, but 17% for crack and cocaine.
All of that sounds like a lot of numbers.
Y'all want to get that last story?
Yeah, don't do drugs. It's terrible. Yeah. A Montana man travels to Boston by way of a what? Can you guys guess what his mode of transportation was?
Tell me.
Horse and buggy. The Oregon Trail. Do y'all remember the Oregon Trail? Mm-hmm. That was a nice thing. I used to die right in that
I had that on Windows
right
95.
in that place all the time. Play the tape.
Play the tape.
Run tape.
Look at him.
Glacier, Montana to Boston, and this is his 5th time doing so.
I feel bad for a horse.
That's what I was going to say. Isn't that animal abuse?
South Hastings. Lee the horse logger is 63 years old and is making his way across the country on his trusted steed, Jesse. He's traveling from East Glacier, Montana to Boston, and this is his 5th time doing so. Lee and Jesse started this journey in June. They've been taking these expeditions since 2006. But there's a reason why Lee is taking this journey.
Because. Just because.
Oh.
It's. I love driving my horse. I'm going blind, so I'm doing this before I lose all my eyesight.
Lee's total journey is just over 2,700 miles. Together, Lee and his horse Jesse can only go 3 miles per hour. And Lee also added taking his horse across the country is what he does.
That's animal abuse.
The man is traveling 3 miles per hour.
Yep. From Montana. How many miles did they say it was? From Montana to
It
here?
said, what I saw on the thing on his roadmap said 40 hours. 40 hours to get there.
It's 40 hours. Oh, a week of work to get there. For the horse.
While he's sitting with his armor shirt open, his little chest hairs hanging out.
Talking about
because this is what we do. Who do it? You do. He do it, not you.
Somebody call the PETA because that's
crazy.
Not okay.
And he said he liked driving his horse.
He likes driving his horse.
Well, Larry said horses do that naturally when they're roaming free. So they just walk and walk.
Okay.
I want a horse. I can't wait till I get rich so I can go live in the countryside on one little house and mad acres of land with my horse.
A little house on the prairie.
Yes, exactly.
Nice. That sounds nice.
Yes, I'm gonna get one more dog and a horse.
I'm gonna visit you.
And maybe 3 to 4 chickens. 3 to 4. Pastor Troy was trying to convince. What was it? Pastor Troy that was trying to convince me that what he was trying to do? The chicken. Oh, that a turkey is basically a chicken.
No. Get out of here, damn.
Oh, well, maybe that's what it is in Barbados.
Nope.
Maybe. I said, no, it's not the same. It's not the same because I was like, in your theory, a pigeon is a chicken.
What was his theory?
I don't know what we were talking about.
That was We went to, these two when they're high, it's so annoying. We went to Cane's one time, these two were high, and they stared at the menu and stared at the menu and stared at the menu and kept saying to each other, what you gonna get? What you gonna get?
Cane's menu ain't.
I said, there's 3 things on the menu, what y'all gonna get?
What the hell?
They was the, what you gonna get?
You gotta
I don't know what you gonna get. I don't know what you gonna get. It's 3 things on the menu. My gosh, these two when they're high, boy, I tell you.
Leave us alone, goddammit.
Miserable and miserable too.
With that said, we're gonna go to a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. I'm gonna fire Tony. She's rude and ridiculous.
What you gonna get? What you gonna get?
Spark FM Online, Saucy and Friends in the morning.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
You are enjoying the miracle of radio.
Radio, New England's #1 urban Caribbean music.
Radio.
Spark FM.
Often I hear people talking about how high their electricity bills are. Massachusetts has programs that everyday homeowners pay for, but never look into.
Have you ever considered why some homes have panels and others don't? If you have Eversource, National Grid, or Unitil for electricity, you are paying for your neighbors to get panels at no cost. The charges are on the bill. Why not get someone to pay for yours? This program also helps with re-roofing, tree cutting, and electrical upgrades. If you're tired of short-term solutions for a long-term problem, connect with Bakari to find out if your home meets the requirements to upgrade at no cost out of pocket. Save the planet, future-proof your family for power outages, and save tens of thousands of dollars on an otherwise lifelong bill. Mention Spark when you call or text SPARK to 617-833-8940 to get 2 months off your power bill covered if your home gets selected.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Praise the Lord, City of Boston. This is Brother Chris right here on Spark FM.
Come on, sing it.
Bringing you Sunday morning worship each and every Sunday morning, 6 to 10 a.m. Let's get our praise on.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, homeownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal, a goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult, a goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
In our democracy, your vote matters. Make your voice heard. Get registered. Seek out reliable reporting on the candidates and issues, and vote on or before November 5th. Visit vote411.org. This message is furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Spark FM.
Wizzy boy, make me dance. Daddy-o, make me dance.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM. Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
Tell me how you want it, yeah. Call me and I'm on my way.
Spark FM.
Good morning. We are back. And it is F Word Friday. So that means that it's time for our weekly roundup of give me some advice. Tell me why my life sucks. I don't know if that's what the one we are going to use, but that is, it's time for our fun time.
Wait, why Larry called me a hater? What'd I do?
What are you doing? Oh, when he was talking about us with the chicken.
Oh.
Because you a hater.
Whatever, Leary.
Leary. Let's see what we got here. Question 1. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Advice number 1. It's time for our Ask the Morning Show. All of my foolishness. 2024 is a year of reckoning and a year of truth in my house. I married Danielle 15 years ago out of lust. There are 4 boys in this house, 13, 11, 9, and 6, and at the most, only 2 of them are mine. I spend more quality
What do you mean at the most?
Interesting. I spend more quality time and money on the 2 oldest boys because I know they're mine. I don't mistreat the other 2. I'm just not interested in them. And I decided that I wouldn't financially support them either. If these kids aren't mine, they'll be Danielle's responsibility. I demanded a paternity test because as these kids grow older, I realized they're not mine. Looks, mannerisms, their odd childhood illnesses. When I requested the paternity test last year, Danielle cried and threatened divorce. I bought a at-home DNA kit anyway and tested the children. None of them were mine. I thought I did the test wrong, so I took the kids to a center to get tested. I'm 0 for 4. None of the kids are mine. Danielle says I'm the only father the kids have ever known, and it's my responsibility to care for them. She thinks the kids will suffer emotionally if I walked away. I believe it's time to cut this cheating whore and her little bastards loose and build a solo life that makes me happy. Is this the right thing to do? P.S. I haven't told the kids that I'm not their dad yet. I told Danielle that she has to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, these real stories we be reading. This is real life.
Well, there's an update to this one.
Well, what is he asking? He just wants to let us know what's happening in his life.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the update?
Oh, so there's an update threads from earlier things. So once you guys discuss, then I'll give you the update on the families actually what they ended up doing. So what do you guys think that he should do? You think that he should leave the little bastards and Danielle alone?
I mean, I think that he probably already does have a bond with them, but he was already disconnected from the younger 2, which is really, really awful. And I think that we know that his behavior is obviously going to change towards the ones that he thought were his. So, I mean, if anything, just cut your losses and let it go.
What would you do if you found out that you were 0 for 4? Like, ain't none of these kids that I've been raising in this house for the last 15 years are mine. Not one of them.
That's highly upsetting.
That's grounds to get choked out, right?
Hurt. Yeah, like that. You're asking for yourself to be hurt in that type of situation. And did she not know? See, this is why you can't be having sex with people while you're pregnant.
Yeah. Touche. See?
You see what? You see?
That's crazy.
You see why? But no, just cut your ties from all of that. Forget that ever happened and move on with your life, bro, because that's awful.
That's terrible.
Those kids are also going to feel the effect of that, too.
Yeah, because the kids have to feel the effect of their mama being loose.
If you're the kind of man who can continue to be in their kids' lives, and you don't have to. I don't think that he has to. But if you're the kind of man who can continue to be in those kids' lives because you are the only father that they know, then props to you, but you don't have to, and that's just an awful situation.
And that's PTSD. I wouldn't trust no chicks after that.
None.
You can't tell me now. The update to that story is he told the children that he is not their biological dad. However, if they needed him, he will be there for them. I have kept contact to a minimum because Danielle is suing me for child support based on the emotional attachment the boys have to me. My attorney told me to stay away from them altogether, but this is hard for me. That's crazy. She is a deviant.
Is that a right that she has?
I think so, because I feel like in these types of situations, if you have been raising the child all that life, all that time, you're assuming adoption responsibility.
And he
so
probably
you're
signed the birth certificate on the ones that he thought was his.
Yep.
I think once you sign the birth certificate, they're yours, whether they're yours or not, right? Mm-hmm. Because did you know that, like, if you cheat on your husband and get pregnant for someone else, but then have the child, your husband is responsible for that child because the child has like your last name.
Yeah.
And you can sue your husband for child support with that child.
Isn't that crazy? The law is so crazy. Law is so crazy. I'm sorry to hear that. That's crazy. There's only one. Sorry, I gotta find the rest of them. Sorry. It keeps talking. This one is a little bit weird because they didn't have. Okay, here we go. Sorry. I love Rodney. He's unattractive, but funny as hell. I don't
boy.
cheat, baby. The only bitches I talk to is Siri and Alexa. And Rodney makes me feel like I'm the only woman in the room whenever we're together. I've been dating Rodney for 4 years, but no proposal or rings. I asked him, where do you see us in the next 5 years? Him living in some Mad Max thunderstorm hellscape begging for Thanos to put us out of our misery. I asked outright if we're going to get married. Rodney said, I want kids, you don't. Are you going to let me bring another woman's children home? I tell him, hell no. Rodney says we've been chilling for 4 years, and he thought I didn't want to be exclusive because I didn't want children with him. Rodney, for real, you thought you were my girl all this time? My firstborn is due in December.
What is it? What?
That story took a turn. That story went everywhere.
What happened?
Rodney's been with her for 4 years. They've been together for 4 years, and Rodney never considered her his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And he never really took her serious because she never wanted to have no kids. So Rodney went out and had a kid with somebody else because he was like, you can't be my girl if you ain't want no children. That's some things you should discuss before you get into a 4-year relationship with somebody, is if you want children or not. And if he say no, then you should probably not be with that person.
Well, Rodney said he wasn't in a relationship with her. She wasn't his girlfriend. They was just kicking it.
For 4 years.
Yeah, well, did they ever have the discussion about?
No.
Well,
that's terrible.
There it is.
I'm unapologetic passport bro, and I'm in love with Anna. I've traveled to. You guys know what the passport bros are? Passport bros are men that have passports, and they travel to all these different places or countries, and befriend women there and have sex for money.
But they believe they get better treatment from the women in the other countries.
Do they pay the women?
No.
No. Oh, because Saucy said have sex for money.
I don't know if they're having sex for money, but they are having relations.
Yeah, but it's
having some type of exchange for sex.
Okay.
Whether it's taking me on a beach dinner or something.
They may tell the woman, hey, you need quiere papel. Quiere papel. Quiere papeles.
Quiere papeles.
That's how. Is that what you said? And then
So I'm an unapologetic passport bro, and I'm in love with Anna. I've traveled to her country 3 times. We spent weekends together, and I pamper her. It's budget friendly for me. So that's another thing. They can pamper the women over there and give them money because it's more over there than it would be in America.
Okay.
She studies English, loves hip hop. She wants to come to America. I know I couldn't afford to bring Anna here. I told her that we could get married. She could move to the U.S., but we'd be much poorer. I asked if she would make that sacrifice to be with me. Anna said, money makes me happy. Money makes me nice. Money makes me want to cook for you. Money makes me want to smile for you. Money makes me wet. No money makes all these things disappear. My Dominican darling is a gold digger, and I've never had the gold to keep her around.
Oh, props to Anna for speaking up and saying what it is that you like.
Anna, you should be the poster girl for the passport bro.
Absolutely.
Money makes me happy. Money makes me want to even speak to you and talk to you.
Yeah.
Money makes me wet.
Yeah.
Money makes me open.
Make me want to smile.
Yeah, money makes me.
Money makes me tolerate your funny looking self.
Exactly. Passport bro, you took the L on that.
Yeah.
Unless you got money to keep Anna, then Anna is nachos, and leave that lady right there where she's at.
Let Anna move on to the next passport bro who can support her the way that she wants to.
I don't
she never
understand.
told you she wants to come to America. She said she wanted to come to
She did say she wanted to come to America.
Stay where you at, Anna.
Exactly. Anna, you come here, we poor. We can stay here and be in love and be rich.
I love it.
My husband.
Send me that one because I'm gonna put that on my dating profile.
My husband, married 5 years, hasn't touched me in a year.
Well, leave him.
Well, I keep myself presentable. We have 2 toddlers, and I keep the house as clean as possible. We're financially stable, not wealthy, but not in dire straits either. When I'm in the mood, I wake him with a sensual blowjob. He releases, showers, and says, thanks. My 2-year-old is playing with the children's app on his phone. I use that opportunity to snoop. Text message to my husband. That was different. Unexpected, and somehow it turned me on, husband replied. You're so good at it. Are you okay? Am I the first man you ever pegged? Call me. I want to hear your voice. The sender was his stepsister. I confronted him immediately. His eyes turned cold and soulless like a shark's eyes. Tell somebody and I'll erase you. Cry on Facebook and plan the balloon release. I'm not scared of you. Him, You won't have time to be scared, he threatened me. My marriage can't be saved. I'm tired of all of it. I need to know how to leave him and our monstrous kids behind.
I'm afraid.
I need to know how to leave him and our monstrous kids behind. I want a fresh start. What's the best way to disappear and start anew?
Child, I don't know. I don't know about that one. That's a head scratcher. That's awful. And he said it all calm, too. Does she think he mean it? Is she scared of him?
I think he means it.
Oh, wow. Tell anyone and I'll erase you.
I'll cry and post on Facebook about you.
Yeah.
Like he's
And he
already
said,
thought about
I
it.
post on Facebook and release the balloons.
Yeah.
He's premeditated.
That's premeditated murder.
Yeah, what he's going to do. Wow.
I wonder why she wants to leave the children as well.
Because they're part of him. Because if she has the children around, then she still has to be in contact with him.
Oh.
There's a lot of people who leave. There's a lot of women who leave their children.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
One day I'm going to drop my child off at his father's house and I'm just never going to answer the phone again. And I'm going to lock all the doors of the house and block the numbers from all of y'all phones.
Oh. One day I'm going to drop my child off at his father's house and then go pick him up the next day. Not me. I can't. But anyhow, this story right here, honey, you're going to have to stay with him. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Schneider said he's done it before.
Yeah, call some victims hotline or something and talk to them and say and get some help because I can't.
That's crazy.
There's no regular advice to give anybody for that type.
He's absolutely threatening your life.
Yeah,
on purpose.
And then how do you sleep in your house like that after somebody says something like that?
I would have to sleep in the guest room with the locked door because I don't trust you.
And the windows locked.
And let's go back to the point. So you outside doing the bending?
Yeah, he was doing the bending.
You outside doing the bending and you
for
got
your
the
stepsister.
For your stepsister. I mean, that's murder, kill type of secret that you would want to stay. I can see why somebody would get murdered and killed over that. Because I'm doing crazy things with my stepsister.
Yeah,
that's not. Nobody's going to find the
evidence.
Nobody's gonna understand that.
But why would he should kill the stepsister? Because what you sending me text messages about this for? Don't you know text messages can be traced and is admissible as evidence in the court of law?
They would have been to the police so quick, boy.
Exactly. The first person that they look at is the spouse. If anything happens to this woman, she disappears. They're gonna look at him. They're gonna comb his phone records and they're gonna see all the stuff that he said. So
and they're gonna find out that she was being pegged by your sister too.
Exactly, and then they're gonna put it out in public record, and then everybody's gonna know. What you gonna do? Kill everybody?
Devontae, we dated all summer, doesn't have children. However, the man's organization he belongs to adopts fatherless teens.
Like
the men, yeah.
Oh.
The men take their mentees to get haircuts, Father's Day outing, help with homework, etc. Devontae is invested in his mentee's life, and the mentee's mom is trying to parlay that arrangement into a relationship. Case in point, when Devontae drops his mentee off to her home, the mother routinely answers the door in lingerie. Devontae mentioned that her nipples kiss her belly button.
Why did he mention that to you?
But you see where the nipples is kissing?
So some people's nipples be down there.
But she's still attractive. The teen.
Some long titties, boy.
Stop! People can't control their titty placements.
The teen is scheming too. Devontae has a good job and the kid would love to have him as a stepfather. Whenever we have plans, the mentee calls with an emergency and Devontae runs to handle it. Last time Devontae postponed our dinner plans for his mentee, I followed him in my car and I saw the woman fling the door open with those long, skinny tits flapping in the wind. I asked Devontae if he's hooking up with that woman. He asked why I followed him, and do you think we're at the point where I owe you an explanation for my whereabouts?
Oh, sassy.
Because we're not. We've had sex a few times since that convo, but we don't go out anymore. Oh, he's definitely smashing the mentee's mom.
Yeah, the way that he answered that question tells you everything that you need to know.
You got to leave him.
Yeah,
because he's not.
This is just her boyfriend.
It's just her boyfriend.
Oh yeah, girl. What are we looking looking at my advice on boyfriends for?
No, that's not how it works.
Go get another one.
I'm working multiple jobs, but I'm not thriving in the U.S., a.k.a. the third world country wearing a Gucci belt.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah. I just want a better life and some of the perks, rent assistance, food, etc. Other countries provide to citizens. I researched options and discussed moving to Uganda or Namibia. I told my girlfriend, let's leave the bills behind and just go. She was excited about the move and researched living arrangements and job opportunities. I invited my other baby mama and her son over, and she had ideas about how we all could thrive as a family unit. All plans stopped. Girlfriend refuses to live with my other woman. I refuse to leave my children and their mother behind. We would blend well together. I moved heaven and earth to get my two baby mamas to agree to move out the country and live together with me. However, a young woman I got pregnant over the summer must also join us, but I don't know how to introduce her into the mix.
This man wants to go to Africa and live like a king.
Yes.
And think that he was preparing his homestead. But you got to discuss those things with people. You just don't go ahead and open up our relationship like that. That's not okay.
How did you get somebody else pregnant? You're not afraid that these two other ones gonna beat your ass? Because why are you doing that?
As I was told yesterday, somebody's husband, men in the Bible.
Mm-hmm. Okay, preacher.
Yes, men in the Bible had several wives, so it's not the biblical order for women to not go along with whatever the man says he wants to do. Women, just know your place. That's what I was told yesterday.
All the men in the Bible had multiple wives.
Yes, but I said, you know what? And that's true. But y'all niggas living biblically these days? I don't think so.
Hello.
All right.
Hello.
All right. Okay.
Hello, preacher.
You live like the men lived in the Bible. I can live like the women lived in the Bible.
Protect and provide.
Don't ask me for nothing. No extras.
It is
Get out of here.
Protect and provide.
Shoot.
And last but not least, my husband was at work. My son was at school. I slipped out of the back door, walked 2 houses down, and climbed into bed with my lover, Frank.
She climbed the fence?
Mm-hmm. He knocked the bottom out of of it.
All right.
On my way home, I was shot in the butt with a pellet gun. So much pain, I drove myself to the ER. The trauma doctor said the placement of the pellet doesn't look like I was hit by a drive-by projectile, doc says. Someone aimed at your ass and shot you. They could have hit your spine and really hurt you. So who shot you? I've got to report it. I searched my neighbor's Ring cameras, and the culprit was my son. I was furious and ready to put his ass in jail. Son cut school that day. He says he saw me enter Frank's house and he didn't like what I was doing to our family. Also, if you press charges, I'll need to explain to everybody why I shot you. The son is 11. Any advice? How the hell did the son get a chance to stay home from school? You didn't take him to school? You didn't watch him get on the bus?
Hopping the friends with her little hot ass to go F with Frank. At least Frank knocked the bottom out of it that day. And you just got to take the L.
He's 11. How the hell is the 11-year-old cutting school?
Because
how do you cut school at 11?
Because there's kids. Our kids are not.
Oh.
Our kids are not what kids are like.
Oh, because
normal kids are able to do whatever they want and do things like this at 11.
I waved to the bus driver.
Yes, our kids are very, very sheltered. We're very, very helicopterish compared to what the parents are these days. So that's how her son got to skip school. She wasn't paying attention to him. She was too busy getting ready for her freak off. And so that's what you get.
Wow. That's devious.
She's married and cheating on her husband with Frank? Is that what it is?
At least she wasn't married and pregnant and cheating.
Aha. Right. So, sometimes you just gotta...
She just gotta live with her baby gun shot.
Schneider
that's
said
it.
He thought getting shot in the butt was a euphemism. No, she literally got shot in the butt.
After she's had a hard day, got the bottom knocked out of it, and then shot in the butt. That's crazy.
That ass put in work.
That's an adventurous booty call.
Yeah, man. Wow.
We're going to take another quick commercial break. We'll come back with our national and world news. That was our late breakfast scenarios for the morning. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll be right back in a few.
Anna said these people need Tubi shows.
Yeah, for real.
You are enjoying the miracle of radio.
Radio. New England's #1 urban Caribbean music.
Radio.
Spark FM.
Often I hear people talking about how high their electricity bills are. Massachusetts has programs that everyday homeowners pay for, but never look into. Have you ever considered why some homes have panels and others don't? If you have Eversource, National Grid, or Unitil for electricity, you are paying for your neighbors to get panels at no cost. The charges are on the bill. Why not get someone to pay for yours? This program also helps with re-roofing, tree cutting, and electrical upgrades. If you're tired of short-term solutions for a long-term problem, connect with Bakari to find out if your home meets the requirements to upgrade at no cost out of pocket. Save the planet, future-proof your family for power outages, and save tens of thousands of dollars on an otherwise lifelong bill. Mention Spark when you call or text SPARK to 617-833-8940 to get 2 months off your power bill covered if your home gets selected.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Finally Home is a must-read step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, homeownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal, a goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
In our democracy, your vote matters. Make your voice heard. Get registered. Seek out reliable reporting on the candidates and issues and vote on or before November 5th. Visit vote411.org. This message is furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Spark FM.
Wizzy boy, make me dance. Daddy, oh, make me dance.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM. Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
Tell me how you want it, yeah. Call me and I'm on it.
Spark FM.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're tuned to Saucy and Friends. Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone True.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. That is nice.
Is
it bad? I never let love. I never let love. I'm in bed, but I'm ramen do.
I thought she was going to sing the actual song.
I mean, I'm going to let her
Ain't
cook.
calling me daddy.
Is that what this song is? This is not bad?
No.
By Wale?
No.
I like that one better.
Twister. Better.
I like bad.
It's the same thing.
No.
It's the same rhythm.
No.
It is the same rhythm, Tristan.
Same rhythm.
Same rhythm.
Tune.
Same melody.
It's time for our national and world news. Miss Tony, what you got going on in the world today?
Well, we now know a little bit more about what happened with Eric Adams and what he was indicted for. So it says that Eric Adams charged with fraud and accepting $10 million in improper campaign contributions. New York City Mayor Eric Adams has been charged with 5 counts in an alleged long-standing conspiracy connected to improper benefits, illegal campaign contributions, and an attempted cover-up, according to a sweeping indictment unsealed Thursday morning. Adams faces 1 count of wire fraud, 1 count of conspiracy, 2 counts of solicitation of a contribution of a foreign national, and 1 count of bribery, according to the indictment. Charges that expose the mayor to significant prison time if convicted.
Ain't that what we said? Black collar crimes. You grease my palm, I'll grease yours.
Yes.
Seller.
Adams, who was elected in 2021, is the first sitting New York City mayor to ever face charges. He will be arraigned before a federal magistrate at noon on Friday today. Many of the accusations relate to Adams' relationship with wealthy foreign business people and Turkish officials. Prosecutors say Adams accepted more than $100,000 in improper benefits, many of which came in the form of flight upgrades and stays in luxury hotels, none of which were publicly divulged as required. So you got to say, if you go upgrade to the Mint and stay at the Four Seasons, you got to say that.
Yeah. Yes,
he also allegedly received illegal campaign contributions to his first run for mayor and ongoing fundraising for a re-election run. Eric Adams, the defendant, sought and accepted illegal campaign contributions in the form of nominee or straw contributions, meaning that the true contributors conveyed their money through nominal donors who falsely certified they were contributed by their own money, the indictment states. What I said? What did it say?
I don't know, but I got the story.
Tell us.
Adams.
Say it.
He's expected to appear in court in just a few hours to face federal charges. And our senior investigative correspondent, Eric Katursky, is at the courthouse for us. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning to you, Michael. Mayor Adams is due to turn himself in here at noon after federal prosecutors accused him of engaging in a long-running conspiracy to take bribes.
How you doing, Mayor Adams?
This morning, Eric Adams defiant after he became the first sitting mayor of New York to be charged with crimes.
There's no corruption. This is not a real case. We're going to see everybody in court.
The 5-count indictment tells a fulsome story of alleged bribery, fraud, and cover-ups. The mayor is accused of taking more than $100,000 in graft, including stays in these high-end hotel suites and business-class travel in exchange for using his influence to help Turkey.
These are bright red lines, and we allege that the mayor crossed them again and again for years.
The indictment quotes a message from a Turkish businessman to someone working for Adams. I think I can raise money for your campaign off the record. Max $100K. The staffer responded, $100K? Do you have a chance to transfer that here? We can't do it while Eric is in Turkey. And when the staffer asked Adams whether to move forward, the indictment says Adams directed the staffer to pursue the illegal scheme. The mayor's defense providing other messages, including this one from Adams telling a staff member, we can't take any money from people who are not U.S. citizens. Prosecutors allege a Turkish official came to Adams in 2021 telling him that it was his turn to help. Turkey was about to open a new consulate on Manhattan's east side and wanted Adams to rush the fire department's safety inspection. Despite concerns, the building was not safe to occupy. A fire chief complied, the indictment says, fearing he and others would lose their jobs if they crossed Adams.
They got out of the way and let the building open. The Turkish official got what he wanted.
For weeks, several members of the Adams administration have been subject to federal scrutiny, with some stepping down. Now Adams is facing calls from fellow Democrats to do the same.
Frankly, under this constant stream of scandal, I do not know if the city will be able to even name replacements for all of these resignations and vacancies at this point.
Adams insists he's staying put.
We're going to deal with the business of running the city. The point person is Eric Adams. I'm the mayor of the city.
Look, he's shaking.
When Adams surrenders here, George, he will be the first
nervous
sitting mayor
shaking?
of New
The point person is Eric Adams. I'm the mayor.
Adams insists he's staying put.
We're going to deal with the business of running the city. The point person is Eric Adams. I'm the mayor of the city.
There was a heckler to
When
what is a
Adams
heckler?
surrenders here, George, he will be the
That sounded just like the one that we have here. that was on a loudspeaker, and just while he was doing that same press conference, that heckler was literally just screaming out like, "You're a disgrace to black people. You've done this and you've done that," just going on and on, that they couldn't even finish their press conference. Really? And I was like, that so, reminds me of the one we have here. That's always making noise.
Haven't seen it.
It's still around.
It's still around. It need help.
It's a problem.
Sick bitch. So we now know because it was sealed up until yesterday, and then they.
I mean, ain't that what politicians do? I feel like that's what politicians do.
That's
like
what Wanda said. That's what mayors do. He just got caught.
Yeah, and he got caught because he's black.
Yeah.
Throw that out there.
But brother, you need to resign. You have 4 people that's working out in New York City that have resigned already. I think you should do the same thing, brother.
Yeah, you think? He said he ain't stepping down. Said he ain't stepping down. He's a Donald Trump of New York.
He has done the most for New York.
The most from New York. Hurricane Helene, live tracker storm, batters southeast after Florida landfall, and more than 3 million people are without power. I was seeing a lot of my Floridian people and people down in the south giving reports about how they're doing down there. A lot of people had to be evacuated from where they lived, and things like that. So it says more than 4 million customers were without power across Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas on Friday morning after Helene made landfall late Thursday as a monster Category 4 storm. Now a weakened tropical storm, it's been downgraded. Helene came ashore in Florida's Big Bend region, bringing up winds of up to 140 miles per hour. Wow, that's a lot. And life-threatening storm surges. Flooding was reported up and down Florida's coast, with record surges recorded across the Tampa areas. Storm surges up to 20 feet had been predicted ahead of Helene's arrival. A flash flood emergency was issued for Atlanta, and mandatory evacuations were ordered in parts of North Carolina as rivers swelled. Forecasters have said Helene is expected to turn northwest and slow down over the Tennessee Valley later today and Saturday. So were we feeling?
That's one of the reasons why I wouldn't just move to like a place with Florida, even though it's beautiful weather and blah blah blah. The amount of hurricanes and storms and earthquakes and all kind of stuff, it's just too much.
Yeah, this one went up kind of high because it was Florida, Georgia, and up into the Carolinas. So that was pretty much a big storm. That little rain that we had yesterday, was that it moving up here?
Yeah, that was a little piece of it. That was the tail end.
That was the tail of it. So that's Helene. I hope everybody checks in safe in Florida and states. Let's check on our people. Arkansas couple tried to sell their baby for cash and a 6-pack, and that's how I used to pay for car repairs back then.
Tell me what you got to do to be able to sell your baby for cash and a 6-pack. That's crack, right?
Bear and $1,000 at the Ozarks campground.
Oh, at the Ozarks.
The Ozarks. They need to bring that show back. That was a great show. A young couple is facing criminal charges after trying to sell their 2-month-old for a 6-pack of beer and $1,000 at an Arkansas campground. And I would have bought it. I would have bought it. Darian Urban, 21, and Shalene Ellers, 20, of Rogers are charged with 1 count each of endangering the welfare of a minor and attempting to accept consideration for relinquishment of a minor, according to an affidavit of probable cause.
How do you do that? You be like, I'll trade you this baby.
What do you put it on Facebook? Marketplace?
I'll trade you this baby for a little crack.
Empress said crystal meth.
No, because that's probably what they wanted.
On Saturday, the Benton County Sheriff's Office received a call from the manager's office at the Hideaway Campground and RV Park in Rogers. The caller said that the parents of a 2-month-old baby tried to give up their baby in exchange for a 6-pack of beer and then the money. Police arrived and the baby was taken to a local hospital. Shortly after, a deputy who arrived on the scene obtained a letter that said, "I, Darian Urban, and Shalene Ellers are signing over our rights to this baby boy for $1,000 on 9/21/2024.
Oh, they signed a contract as well.
Yes, they signed a contract. The letter, which the couple are alleged to have signed, further said, disclaimer, after signing this, there will be no change in y'all two's minds and to never contact again. Detectives spoke to others, including a woman who said earlier that night Ellers came to her camper asking for beer and left when she and her husband said no. Saying he was concerned about the couple's baby, another man told the woman he was going to give the couple some beer so he could have the baby overnight. The couple agreed and gave the baby to the second man along with a diaper bag. The second man brought the
They're
baby to the
responsible.
first man, who was in another camper, and said he gave the couple several cans of beer in exchange for the baby. The woman said the baby smelled like ammonia and fecal matter, and his diaper was full. When she changed the diaper, she saw that he had a heavy rash, blisters, and swelling on his buttocks and genitals.
Baby.
She also claimed she saw dog hair inside the baby's diaper.
Nice.
Soon after, the parents came to the camper where the second man had taken the baby. Urban and Eller spoke to the two men and signed the letter, which the first man told a deputy he drew up. The first man said he gave no money to the couple, but he told them he would give them a cashier's check for $1,000 on Monday. The detective then spoke to the second man, who appeared to be heavily intoxicated. When the detective asked the couple where the baby was, Urban said he was with the first man and that the baby was undergoing an adoption.
Oh, wow. They was doing adoption.
They was doing it right with papers and everything.
And baby bags.
They were detained and taken to the sheriff's office for further questioning.
Thank
The
God.
first man claimed he spoke to Ellers, who told him it was not working having 3 dogs and a baby, and he would surrender the baby to him for $1,000.
The baby. None of the dogs, but the baby.
Yes, the baby was too much.
Oh.
Yes. Urban was released from jail on Monday on $50,000 bond, and Ellers remains held on $50,000 bond. It's awful. It's an awful story.
Thank God for the people who had the bright idea to adopt the baby for $1,000 and some cans of beer.
And some cans of beer. A brother stabs his sister as she ate and then finishes her food. What?
She got a chance to eat the food.
Brother, who thought he was poisoned for years, stabbed his sister with a hunting knife as she ate in the kitchen, covered her body with a blanket, and then finished her food.
That's fucked up.
Under the apparent belief that his sister had been poisoning him for years on end, a brother grabbed a hunting knife, repeatedly stabbed her in the chest as she ate in the kitchen at home, finished her food, confident that it wasn't tainted, and then admitted to the victim's ex-husband that he'd done days later. The suspect, 34-year-old Dwayne Brees Robinson, is charged with
come now.
first-degree murder for his alleged premeditated intent to cause the death of his older sister, 36-year-old Diane Robinson, at a home in the Vancouver area where they lived. The Clark County's office has alleged that the defendant admitted stabbing the victim on September 15th, a Sunday, and then living with the body for days. Before his sister's ex-husband, worried about not hearing from her, stopped by the residence the Wednesday that followed, knocked on the door, and learned the horrifying reality.
She was just chilling there in the house, stabbed up and bleeding for 3 days, decomposing and stuff. That's nice.
Yeah, the ex-husband, identified in reports, responded to Robinson's alleged admission by calling authorities that day. When authorities got to the stabbing scene, they reportedly found the victim dead in the kitchen of the residence and under a blanket the defendant allegedly placed over her body intentionally. What led to the stabbing? Dwayne Robinson allegedly expressed that he was depressed and upset by the belief that the victim had engaged in a years-long campaign to poison him, but his defense attorney's request for a competency hearing suggests that belief was unfounded. Chillingly, the defendant allegedly told authorities that he stabbed his sister multiple times while she was eating something in the kitchen at home, only to cover her with a blanket and finish her food because, in his mind, he knew her food wasn't poisoned. Jail records reviewed by the Law and Crime show that Robinson was booked 1 week ago
hungry.
and remains behind bars. He remains behind bars.
He was hungry and he couldn't trust her, so the only way to get a chance to see is if he killed her and then ate her food.
And I kind of understand that because remember that time when I was under the influence and very, very paranoid, and I knew that my friend was poisoning me with the food from the Mexican restaurant in cahoots with the Mexican restaurant workers, so I ate only from his plate.
Oh. Good thing you didn't stab him and leave him there. Cover him with a little blanket. You stab your sister? After 36 years, y'all been siblings, you stab her because you wanted to not be poisoned?
He was hungry. Like you said, he was hangry.
He could have just went to McDonald's.
He looked crazy as hell.
Police say a woman with 2 children arrested at Disneyland after not paying for the tickets is a repeat offender.
I just want to say, for the record, I feel her.
I mean, it's expensive.
Because Disney World is what, $170 to get into the damn park, and you still got to pay for everything else. A damn bunny's mouse ears in there is the cheapest one's about $35.
$39.99. Yep.
What the hell?
Yep, they have the seasonal one. So when we went in July, when did we go? February. We could have gotten some Halloween ones for $40, for $30. That was the discounted ones. But anyhow, a social media post showing a woman and her 2 distressed children being ejected from Disneyland Resort by a cadre of Anaheim police and park representatives went viral this week, drawing more than 400,000 views. But authorities on Thursday defended the action, saying the woman was a habitual gate crasher. In the video, one of the woman's young daughters whimpers and the other clasped tightly to her, distraught. Mickey ears, headband wearing mother, while begging for strangers to help. The incident drew some strong actions, including the New York Post referring to the youths as hysterical children and commentators on TikTok saying they were heartbroken, which carried the caption, "Getting arrested at the happiest place on earth." Anaheim Police Sergeant Matt Stutter said the 26-year-old Torrance mother of the 3- and 4-year-old in the footage was attempting to evade paying for admission for her daughters. That incident marked the 4th time over the last 2 months that she attempted to enter the park without buying tickets.
She's doing a lot.
Yep.
Ma'am, how'd she do it?
I don't know. Admission to the Disney's parks is free for children ages 2 and under, while older visitors are charged entrance fees that easily top $100. And that's cheap because it was definitely $200 when we went. An annual pass holder, the mother blew past Disney security officers attempting to question her about the park's entrance Tuesday afternoon, according to Stutter. She just kept walking with her 2 kids and disappeared into the park. Do you have the video, Driz?
How do you do that, though? So did she buy one ticket and then tried to get in with that one ticket?
Well, they said that she's a season annual
I didn't see the
pass
ticket
holder.
in the story.
Oh, it's the video.
The story originally posted at Los Angeles Times.
I thought the video was there, but anyhow, it's underneath. There's pictures and videos. But anyhow, so she.
Let me see if I can find a video.
I mean,
if you scroll down on my story, down, there's a video.
She's really, like.
Oh, I got it.
What is the problem?
Yeah.
Let her in if she can't afford it. What is it? What do y'all? I get it. It's not a good practice to have, and it's devious and all kinds of stuff. But what does it do? When we calculated just off of loose calculations, Disney World make like $55 million a damn day. You can let this lady just go into Disney World with her kids and not get her arrested in Disney World for stealing entry. That could have been something. Hey, ma'am, we need to talk to you in the office. If you don't want to do it here, we can do it off. But you're banned from Disney World or something. You don't got to arrest her in Disney World for not paying at the door.
Let's see.
Getting arrested in the happiest place on earth.
The babies.
Viral footage circulating on TikTok shows a mother being hauled off the Disney California Adventure Park in cuffs. Several users, including, posted a tense footage of the mom being removed as her 2 girls are seen bawling their eyes out, help in Spanish. A one-day pass to Disneyland and Adventure Park starts at $104 if you're a resident. Anaheim Police Department also told the news that the unidentified woman has done it more than one time. In another 2022, another woman was caught on a viral TikTok disguising her child. You can't be a Disney kid forever. I feel like one of these things are not arrestable offenses. I feel like it's something that, hey, we've noticed that you've done this. I'm going to escort you out. We don't want to make a scene because the kids are here, but you cannot come to Disney World anymore for the next 2 years or something like that. Arresting that woman in front of her babies at Disney World is crazy.
No, but they said she's an annual pass holder, so I'm confused about that. If she's a pass holder, what is she being arrested for?
Yeah.
An annual pass is like a season pass, right?
Maybe you get a couple amount of times that you can go in.
That's awful.
That's
awful story.
Yeah.
And then very last story, Detroit judge who put teen in handcuffs during a field trip is demoted to speeding tickets.
Remember the judge that put the little girl in handcuffs because she fell asleep during their Zoom meeting or some foolishness or something like that. Yeah.
A Detroit judge who was temporarily removed from ordering a teenager into jail clothes and handcuffs during a field trip is back on the bench but assigned to speeding tickets and other relatively minor offenses. Judge Kenneth King lost courtroom duties in August and was ordered into social emotional training by the chief judge at the 36th District Court. Instead of handling key hearings and major felonies, he returned this week to the court's traffic division. We appreciate his efforts in preparing for his role and wish him success in his transition into this new responsibility, Judge William McConaughey said in a written statement.
Wow.
King's attorney Todd Perkins said the judge is willing to work anywhere at the court. He truly understands and wholeheartedly embraces the concept of teamwork. King got in trouble for singling out a 15-year-old girl for falling asleep and having what he considered to be a bad attitude while she was visiting his courtroom with other teens. He ordered Eva Goodman into jail clothes and handcuffs, all while the field trip was on a live stream stream video.
That's crazy.
King also threatened her in front of her peers with juvenile detention before releasing her. The girl's mother, LaTroya Hill, said she may have been tired because they don't have a permanent address. King told TV stations that he apologized. Till has filed a lawsuit seeking more than $75,000 for inflicting fear and severe emotional distress.
Because why would you do that?
Why would he do? What was he thought? He thought it was scared straight.
Yeah, like what would you planning? Because the baby fell asleep, you decided that you were going to lock her up.
What a jackass. Well, that's why he's just only handling traffic violations now.
Yeah, and that's exactly where he should be, because that doesn't make too much sense to me at all. Like that was crazy, and I think that that was a power trip situation, and that's nasty work.
Yep, he was showing out. But that's the national news for today on this here F Word Friday. That is effed up.
Very effed up. In the interest of time, let's just see what's going on in entertainment.
Well, you know what was going on in entertainment all day yesterday.
Which one?
Cardi and Vardy.
Oh, Cardi B and Offset went at each other the whole day, and they had the whole entire internet all up in their business, and the men's was upset.
Yeah.
And the women's was trolling.
Yes.
The women trolled. Yeah, that was a national woman troll a man day yesterday. I didn't see not one other status about anything else other than Cardi B and Offset and all of the think pieces surrounding it. If you guys don't know what's going on, Offset and Cardi filed for divorce a while ago. Found out that this time Cardi cheated they going back and forth. Cardi said that she cheated on him while she was pregnant. He said that that's what she did, and he almost killed himself. And now the world is on a frenzy because they're like, she shouldn't have been having sex with nobody while she was married to Offset because she was pregnant, and that was what everybody was upset about.
But what I'm upset about is why y'all going back and forth. Y'all, what happened? The text app don't work?
This is what I'm saying. But I just feel like these two have made every single one of their arguments or disagreements come out on social media. And y'all know that these two are not going to leave each other alone, and that they're most likely going to end up back together, or at least sleeping together and maybe having one more kid. So I just feel like it's one of those things that, we just kind of have to get through this week with, and then by next week we'll be moved on to something else.
I just don't want Cardi and Offset to reduce themselves to Blueface and Krishan levels. And I think that that's where it went yesterday. And of course it's entertaining to watch, right? From the outside. But it's just like, why you do that for?
Blueface and Krishan level.
Because they are putting their whole business back and forth, going back and forth on social media. Who does it?
But the only way it go to Krishan and Blueface level
if they start beating each other and it looks crazy.
Yeah.
But we know that both.
I didn't mean in the physical sense.
But we know like both of them love their children the most, and they're gonna keep their children, and most likely they're gonna figure out how to work it out.
Well, that's what he said in the end. He was like, "You my baby mama. We gotta talk." So I won.
Yeah, and I think that she won because she was the one. When he found out that he got horned, he said that he tried to drown himself in the pool. And in typical West Indian man fashion, after they get horned back, then they losing their mind.
Terrence!
And going,
Terrence!
And that's just what it is. And we always have to remember too, this is what I always have to remember when I'm seeing things like this and I'm going back and forth with these people. These are kids. They're 27 years old.
Oh, I think
they're not even 30. They're not even 30 years old yet.
Wow.
And you have to remember that at 20, before 30, a lot of us was doing a lot of really dumb-ish. And in the area of social media, when these two rich, young ghetto hood rats have grown up to be very rich people, you always gonna be who you are. And Cardi told y'all from the beginning that she was ghetto and she don't care and she's gonna be a troll forever. So we cannot be surprised about these two people putting their business online. Everybody just gotta go touch some grass and move around. and it's morally unacceptable, and women are being judged by their past. And somebody said, and when they kids grow up, they're gonna get teased in school when they found out their mama was a hoe. They didn't tease you when they found out your mama was a hoe, so I don't understand what the problem is.
And
you know,
don't tease your kids when your kids know that you know.
Exactly. Now,
I'm
and in the same respect, is she really? She got 3 kids with one man. Offset got 7 kids with 4 different women. Ooh. Who's the hoe?
Do he?
Yeah.
Well, like, again, that was the explanation that I was getting from the man yesterday, was that the woman's value goes down when she does things like this. Mm-hmm. And I said, oh, well, women don't care about what y'all think about our value.
Bring your mic closer to
at all. Mm-hmm. All we know is that we don't care. Mm-hmm. We don't care about what y'all think is value. Only men talk about value and value. Who the hell? We don't care about that.
A known Trump supporter was like, I was just disappointed to see all the women right there. I'm disappointed that you're a Jamaican voting for Donald Trump. What are we doing? Like, what? You can't be disappointed in how people react to something.
Yeah, it's well.
What are we talking about?
Everybody's weird, but anyhow, so that went on all day. These two going back and forth to each other and saying really, really mean, vile things to each other. But maybe maybe that's a turn on for them. Maybe that's foreplay.
That's what they like. I think that's what it is. Yeah. I think that's their aesthetic. They are messy, rich, ghetto, fashionable, and they just do whatever they want because they can, and it don't affect any of our lives at all,
except for entertainment.
Especially those married men and stuff like that. As long as your wife ain't out there doing it, mind your business. Mind your business.
Married men got the most to say about other people's relationships.
Boy, what I gotta behave for, Toya? What I lie about? Tell me which part I lied. What I lie about? What I lie? Sean Diddy Combs. Oh, he wants to testify at his trial.
He wants to testify in his trial.
I don't know what I can keep him. I don't know that I can keep him off the stand. Ooh, what do y'all think about that?
Diddy wants to snitch on everybody he can.
Like that scene. Diddy, I think that Diddy is such a narcissist, and Diddy is used to being in the limelight, and so for this he is like, let me do my thing, let me do what I do. If I'm gonna go down, then I need to be in. Yeah.
Sean Diddy Combs wants to testify at his criminal trial for charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. I don't know that I can keep him off the stand. He is very eager to tell his story.
Yeah.
When contracted by CNN, a representative for Combs declined to elaborate on the comments or say whether Combs will in fact take the stand. A source with knowledge of the current case tells CNN that the discovery phase has not begun. That's what I'm saying. Y'all didn't even get a court date yet. What you taking a stand for? Sit down. Figure out what we got going on.
Yo, he is a case study in classic textbook narcissism. How imagine thinking that highly of yourself? What is his ego? What is his esteem? My gosh.
So it is too early to confirm any witnesses or individuals who could be called to the stand because we haven't started yet. Prosecutors unsealed the 3-count indictment against Combs on September 17th, accusing the artist of orchestrating a criminal enterprise through his business empire that engaged in sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, and decades of physical abuse against women, among other allegations. Yeah.
The case that's been going on, that long case that we're always talking about, I think this Diddy case is going to have more witnesses than that case.
Oh, Young Thug.
Yes. This
Pre-Slime.
Yeah, this Diddy case is going to have a lot of witnesses. I think there's going to be a lot of people who come out of the woodworks and a lot of people who are going to end up being subpoenaed to testify in this case. Diddy probably does not have to testify because nothing that you say is going to be better than what all the people are going to say against you.
I think he's going to tell a lot of his how he got into it and a lot of history.
Yeah.
And continuing with Diddy news, a sex worker has turned over alleged Diddy freak off tape. One of Sean Diddy Combs' alleged encounters with a sex worker was videotaped, and the tape is now in the hands of federal prosecutors. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ the male sex worker met with the feds Wednesday in New York and signed a proffer agreement, which allows him to speak to the federal investigators without fear of prosecution. We're told the conversation revolved around Diddy, with the man explaining how he got in touch with an escort to engage in a freak-off involving himself, Diddy, and a woman. As we reported, prosecutors have said the freak-offs, instances of group sex, are the center of this criminal case against Combs. Our sources say the man who dished on the types of drugs Diddy allegedly liked to use during the sex sessions, as well as details about one specific encounter he claims was caught on tape. Our sources say the threesome went down in May of 2023 when the sex worker claims he flew from Atlanta to Miami to meet up with Diddy and the woman, and he ended up having intercourse with her while Diddy filmed the encounter. We've told the sex worker had a copy
but they called it a threesome. Did he participate or just?
Maybe he started it out and then went to direction mode. We're told the sex worker had a copy of the video from the alleged encounter and turned it over to the agents who met with him. What's interesting about the sex worker's account is it lines up with what Diddy's attorney, Mark Angelo, told us about the freak-offs. We spoke to him from the new TMZ Studios documentary, The Downfall of Diddy, the indictment, and he said the freak-offs were not wild orgies and simply threesomes with consensual adults. The doc begins streaming for free Thursday night on Tubi.
Yeah, I saw that. There's one on Hulu too.
Surviving Diddy?
No, it's a new one on Hulu. That I saw yesterday, and I did watch the TMZ Tubi one before. I don't know if they've updated it now.
Oh, I did watch that one too. I did watch that one too. It's more so documentary style with just captions and pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They should make a porn on the freak offs.
Get your freak off.
Get your freak off. Get your freak off. I don't know. That's this whole story is so interesting. I'm very interested to
I saw
see.
Blink twice and I was traumatized.
What is it? What is it?
What's his name? Channing Tatum. His movie.
Blink Twice is scary?
No, it was basically about Diddy and them.
Really?
And Harvey Weinstein and them.
Is it a documentary or is it like a movie style?
It's a movie.
Where is it on?
It's a movie in the movie theater.
Oh, in the movie theater.
This is I think the first movie that has a
I think I saw the previews of it.
Like an advisory before you watch it.
Yeah.
Why?
And it's about like this young man who gets
about
involved
white people
with
culture?
gets involved in like the party scene and
What
stuff
does
like
the
that.
advisory say?
Like basically, look. I don't know.
It's just letting you know that if you have been traumatized by sexual abuse and stuff like that, then this may be it's a trigger warning.
Really?
Yeah, this is the first movie that has a trigger warning on it.
Oh wow.
It's crazy movie. Crazy.
So now Diddy's not in trouble for the freak offs. He's in trouble for sex trafficking to the freak offs and for what? RICO.
Yeah, for organizing and for physical abuse and for labor.
Yeah.
Labor. Young Dolph death. Memphis man gets life in sentence. So the guy who confessed and dimed on everybody else, he gets life in prison. He's never going to see the outside of the world ever again.
And he tweeted last night that they can throw away the keys, but he'll never eat the cheese. Some people going down for street cred, but he's going down for real.
The same murderer.
The same murderer.
Because he ain't gonna rat. He
ain't
rat.
gonna rat on nobody.
Did he rat?
No, this is the one that ratted. This is the one.
The one that didn't rat.
The one that didn't rat. This is the one that got ratted on. Was saying all of this last night.
They're gonna kill him.
Life in prison, no possibility.
Somebody's gonna get killed.
Oh yeah.
Suge Knight's on Diddy's
But
side.
they're still saying that Yo Gotti's music label is the one who paid for the hit. They are sticking by
So
that.
can Yo Gotti could get in trouble for that? Can he?
Yeah.
Yeah, if your company's business is paying for murders, then that sounds like RICO too.
Yeah.
Suge Knight calls out Jay-Z, Dr. Dre, and more rappers for staying silent amid Sean Diddy Combs' sex trafficking arrests. Suge Knight, who managed Tupac when the late MC was in a rap war with the notorious B.I.G. Sean Diddy Combs is speaking out on the letter's legal issues and slamming those who are mum. I took it at real plain and simple. Ain't no whistleblower, the former Death Row CEO told Nation, blah, 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 blah. The facts is there, but right now, I don't care if it's T.I., I don't care if it's Rick Ross, I don't care if it's Jay-Z, I don't care if it's Snoop Dogg, I don't care if it's The Game, I don't care if it's Drake. Nobody is stepping up, he said in the interview with Chris Cuomo. What does he want them to step up and do exactly?
I don't know. Speak out against Diddy? He wants somebody to speak out?
Yeah, like what does he want him to speak out, or what is it? While Combs has pleaded guilty, I don't know what he. Oh wow, these are pictures from the free golf parties. Oh, that's nice.
Is it nice?
It's like some champagnes, like two women in a thong kissing each other, and one holding a champagne bottle, and the other one is it looks like maybe Diddy. Is that Diddy's arm pouring champagne over their head while they make out in their sexy panty?
With 2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh, look at all these people in the picture. They was all part of the freak offs at one point.
I heard that Usher deleted a lot of pictures and stuff off of his Instagram.
No, he said that he was hacked. The 7,000 tweets were erased out of Usher's account.
Oh, okay.
I would also like to know, how the hell did y'all figure out that Usher was missing tweets? How do you figure that out? I would never go to somebody's Twitter page and be like, oh shit, they missing 500 tweets.
I also heard that Suge Knight has made some kind of statement saying that he wouldn't be surprised if somebody tries to get some street cred by doing something to Diddy while in jail.
I think so.
Yeah.
That would be an easy target.
Mm-hmm.
The baby launches a mental health organization, The Baby Cares, in honor of late brother. That's nice.
The baby not in jail?
The baby, that was an interesting fall from grace story. Like, he literally, like that one concert that he did, like he was in trouble all the time before, fighting, being aggressive, all
killing somebody in a Walmart, didn't
but
he?
in one concert, when he talked about the LGBTQ community, we ain't never seen the baby get back to where he was.
Nope.
They canceled that man immediately, and that's crazy.
Can we do that to Donald Trump?
I wish we could. I wish we could. Anyways, that's the end of the show. We went a little over today. I'm not sure if Bobby Steels is going to be in. You remember that Friday is his per diem day, so he might pop in here. He might not. Make sure that you keep it locked regardless, because Pam Pam is up at 1:00 p.m. today with Feel Good Fridays, followed by Larry Jordan. He's going to be on from 5 to 8 o'clock today, Friday, and then we have Mad Sound ending it off later on tonight. So more topics, news, music, and so much more here on Spark FM Online.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Spark FM. Spark FM.
This is a message from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.